Back again, Dan. Gooners Therapy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that.
Dan,
good
where's
stuff.
the enthusiasm, bro?
I'm deflated
Listen,
right now,
we're all
man.
deflated, but we've got to talk to the people,
let
man.
me just say Ramadan Kareem, Salam Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All my brothers and sisters watching Ramadan settings right now. So yeah, I'm deflated after that Wolves result. Fasting as well. It's crazy stuff right now, Dan, man.
Yeah, look, just big up everyone, because we ain't been to the studio in a while, Dan, innit? So, I mean, I remember doing our first show here. How do I say the studios? Is it Myriad Studios? Myriad Studios. Big up, man, because obviously Ilmi, our guy, friend of ours, had us. We did our first. Remember we done our first ever. It was nearly a year ago, because it was when Arsenal beat Real Madrid 3-0. We came to do it, and then we were nervous and we was a bit, and then we didn't actually put it out.
That was around April sort of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so it's coming up to nearly a year.
Crazy,
and obviously
man.
it all started here in this studio. And, you know, I'd like to think, you know, we've done okay. Do you know what I mean? We've got our little 1,500.
We've done good, man.
Yeah, we've got 1,500.
More than okay, Dan. We've made waves, man.
We've done all right, bro. We've got 1,500 subscribers now. So each and every person who subscribed, we want to take our time to thank you guys. Tuning in on the lives. What I did notice is that after some of our wins, sometimes you only have 15 people watching. Yesterday was, I think, the most people we had watching without a raid, of course. Shout out Dan Potts each and every time, showed us bare love, gave us raids and that as well, man. Probably he's the person who showed us the most love in this whole YouTube
Dan
space.
Potts, love each and every time, man. So like, we don't get much raids. I think there was about 90 people watching at one point yesterday.
So that's like, that was, I think that's the most we've had watching at one point.
Authentically by ourselves, innit? So yeah, that was a good feeling yesterday, man. So
it is, you know, it happened after, I would say, our worst moment of the season. Even though we've lost, this was worse than losing to Aston Villa in the last minute.
Let's just get into that. Let's just get into that right now,
We'll get into that game.
Wolves versus Arsenal.
Dan, right, first what I want to do is I want to go through the game, and then we can kind of say what it means in context. Let's just go to the game itself, because, look, I went out to watch it. I went out to the pub to watch it, a couple of friends of mine, and sitting down, and we was at the bar, so the TV's kind of like a little bit far, do you know what I mean? But saw the Saka goal, absolutely buzzing, thinking we're going to kick on then. And then, you know, like when you're talking, you're watching the game, but you're talking at the same time, but the game ain't really giving me nothing. So like I'm having a conversation where it's like, years ago, if you're watching Arsenal, you're glued to that screen, like, you know, now it's sort of like you're just going through the motions and you're just thinking, we're going to win this 1-0, 2-0.
Same thing we've been seeing all season, Dan. Let's be honest. Yeah, a lot of the season we've been seeing this.
Look, 100%. I have to agree, and a lot of people have been pointing at and saying it's not sustainable, and I've disagreed with them. And do you know what I've always said? I remember we did a show in here with Marty and that a few months back, and I remember saying that, like, you know, I'm okay with the set pieces and the 1-0 wins, because the good football's going to come. I always referred to that Dubai break into 23, 24, when the good football started coming.
It's not coming.
It hasn't come. However, what I will say is that what Kai Havertz has played, we've won 2 out of our last 7. And the 2 games Kai Havertz played in, we've scored 7 goals and won 3-0 and 4-0.
What games are you talking about, guys?
Sunderland at home was 3-0.
Yep.
And Leeds was 4-0 away. Kai Havertz started both of those games.
Promoted sides.
Just saying,
promoted sides. I'm not going to keep doing this with Kai Havertz.
Listen, we drew with Wolves. They're the worst team in Premier League history. You know, we drew with Brentford. We drew with Forest, who are
even
struggling.
Without Kai Havertz, Dan, there's no excuses. No, there's still Odegaards. There's still Eze's floating about. He's put Saka into the hole now. But let's talk about the game, Dan. 2-0 up against the bottom league in the Premier League. Won 1 game all season. We played them at the Emirates Stadium. We just about got past them in the Emirates Stadium as well. It took an own goal at the end for us to actually get over the line there. So the warning signs were there. Yeah, we know that they're all but relegated. They're not really fighting no more. We've gone 2-0.
No, I wouldn't say they're not fighting no more. They've only lost 2 of the last 11 games or something like that.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, innit, they know that they're going down, innit? Maybe that worked in their favour because a bit of the pressure was off of them. But 2-0 up against Wolves, Dan.
Yeah.
And they come back to draw with us. What are we doing here?
look.
Who does this come down to, Dan? Are we looking at the manager and saying, you know what, we've seen this a lot this season where we've gone ahead, we've sat back, we ain't had that cutting edge. Are we looking at your guy, Mikel Arteta, right now and saying, you know what, yeah, he needs to be looked at. The tactics need to be looked at, yeah? The gameplay needs to be looked at. What's going on?
Well, for sure, but 100%. At the end of the day, everyone knows, you know, I've backed Mikel all the way. And listen, I still will back Mikel because, you know, take away that game yesterday, take away the form is what concerns me most. We'll touch on that after. But we're still in a fabulous position. And I know we keep hearing this, but the facts are the facts. We've got a massive final. You know, first of all, we've got a massive game on Sunday, but we're still 5 points clear in the Premier League, right? City still have to win their game in hand, right? You expect them to win it, but we are still 5 points clear in the Premier League. The Champions League, I'm not even going to touch on that because that's done. We topped it. It's done. It's finished. It doesn't mean anything, but we're through, right? But you'd expect us to be through. But what is very good is that we're in the Carabao Cup final, and that
confident about the Carabao Cup final because I'm not.
I'm not that confident. However,
what's happened to you, Dan? What's happened? You've grown your beard.
Yeah,
you're looking
bro.
like a man that's going through it right now.
Yeah,
is this what Arsenal's doing to you?
It is honestly, like the last 7 games. This is what concerns me most. The last 7 games, we've had 2 wins, and like you said, we're against 2 promoted sides, and one of them being at home, and one being Leeds and Sunderland, right? And you look at the other games, you know, Liverpool, give them that. I'll give them that one. I don't care what people say, and they had injuries, whatever.
Not good enough.
But they're Premier League champions, right? All right, we drew with them. Okay, cool. But Forest, we drew with them 0-0 last year. So the same things happened again. And we were in the title race then, because I remember that game, it was a midweek game, and we drew 0-0. And the same thing again. Same tactics, we drew the game 0-0.
Your guy, Mikel.
Awful. And then obviously we've lost to United. We've drew with Brentford, now we've drew with Wolves. So 4 draws, a loss.
4 draws, well,
and 2 wins.
If we're being honest, we all predicted us to, even I was predicting wins there. Do you understand? The only time that I didn't...
But to be fair though, you on your AFTV preview, which was wicked by the way, you predicted a narrow 2-1 win against Wolves.
Narrow 2-1.
I said to Ads, I said to my mate watching it, I think Dan's got this one right here.
I did
Never
say...
in a million years, you know... I kind of sensed, I thought, you know, it crossed my mind that they could score. But I always thought, I always thought, even if they scored 82, 83,
I looked at the first game.
We would score again. I looked at
the first game against Wolves and I said to myself, you know what? Let me not go overconfident in this game and get cocky again, Dan, and say we're going to smash them 4 or 5s. And no, I said it was going to be cagey. I said it was going to be nervous. I said we're going to be on the edge. And this is what happened, Dan. Do you understand? I could smell what was going on. Unfortunately, I just don't think Mikel Arteta can change his tactics and his ways. I just don't think he can do that. Once we go ahead, Dan, yeah, and we say we don't take some chances and it's 2-0, it's never safe with us because we're going to start going into our shell. That's what happened against Wolves.
But do you know what?
Wasting time, Dan, against Wolves.
What I will say to that, though, is that if you watch the game, right, I watched it back yesterday. Not all of it, but quite a big chunk of it. And especially the last 5-10 minutes, what you will see on the sideline is Mikel Arteta telling the players to calm down and almost keep the ball. The camera even pounds on him at one point and he's saying keep the ball. And Hines is next to him and he's trying to... And Arsenal, the players, listen...
No, I'm not subscribing to him saying he's a control freak.
Mikel Arteta is definitely has to take blame for it. He's the manager.
Control freak.
However, these players have to take responsibility as well.
Do you not feel like the players are nervous and they're on edge? And part of the reason why they are is because of Mikel.
And giving it back to Wolves.
Part of the reason
why are they giving the ball back to him? The players were 2-0 up, Dan. The players were. Dan. So Arteta set them up to go 2-0 up. Perfect. Now, you should not be conceding after that. Dan, you should not be letting a 2-goal lead slip and the players on the pitch.
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is...
So are you not blaming the players at all then?
I'm blaming the players as well, but we've got...
Because there was some shocking performances out there last night.
We've got to sit down and look at the manager. Yeah, you're saying that he's telling them to calm down. All this should have been done before the game, but because he's such a control freak, Dan, and he's micromanaging the team, I believe that those nerves and that nervousness is coming from the manager. He's not letting the team breathe. Yeah, they're not being let off the leash, Dan. This is what it is, and I believe that they are nervous. That's the way they looked yesterday. That's the way they looked against Brentford. They're on edge. They're pent up. It's not relaxed. It's all right you saying calm down on the bench. I'm putting it down to the manager. 80%.
Do you think that the whole media, this whole thing with Arsenal? I mean, I remember Liverpool hadn't won the league for 30 years. There wasn't this hate and envy from all these other clubs, and to be fair, they ran away with it quickly that season. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously COVID happened, but they were like 20 points clear, so they kind of ran away with it. But this whole thing where like every single team, you even hear Man United fans saying that they would rather City win the league, they're rivals. You hear Liverpool fans saying they'd rather City win it, who they've been battling for all these years. And, you hear Chelsea fans, which is normal, of course, London club, but Wigan, for example, we played in the FA Cup the other day and their fans said they wanted Man City, and Wigan's quite close to Manchester. And it's like...
Yeah, the problem is our fan base, Dan.
Yeah, but look,
our fan base.
It's not just the fan base though, but every single team wants Arsenal not to win the league, right?
Yeah, and the problem is because we're the most hated, and the reason why one of the reasons why we're most hated is because of fans like you sometimes, Dan. Do you understand that?
And you, come out and you.
Maybe it's me sometimes.
And you the other day.
Yeah, me the other day, but you now.
Because you're the one with the viral video on AFTV.
Yeah, you're coming out with outlandish comments. Start of the season, I could see us going invincible, quadruple. Man City
the quadruple's still possible.
All right, Man City's going to be giving us a guard of honour at the Etihad Stadium. These are the things that come out of your mouth, Dan. Do you understand? Yeah, and now you're made to eat your words. So I'm trying to say, look at the beard. It says it all, people. Do you understand? He's in a dark place, this guy.
I am in a very dark place, but listen, Sunday is the perfect game now for us. It's the absolute perfect game because, if we can win that game, preferably go over there and turn them right over.
I don't think we will, Dan.
Or a last minute winner.
I don't think we will, Dan.
Could be brilliant, and then we go on and play Chelsea. So if we can win them next two games, massive games, humongous games.
I'm not predicting if we can, but I'm not predicting nothing. I'm not saying we're going to lose. I'm not going to say we win. I just don't know what Arsenal's turning up, Dan.
Of course, yeah? That's where we are right now.
And to be honest, we don't know what Tottenham's turning up as well. So that's a bit of an unknown entity as well. We don't know what Tottenham's
City were 2-0 up against them and they fumbled it. So
this is what I'm saying.
Spurs, they're a weird team. They're right there 15th, but they have still got a little bit of quality here and there.
Romero will be injured as well. I think that's going to help them because I think he always has a bozo moment in him. I looked at their results. They're in the last 8 games in the Premier League, 4 draws, 4 losses. They ain't won this year in the Premier League. I
do think we'll beat them. But even when we beat them, I'll probably still feel pissed off. Like, I'll be happy on the day for the moment,
if we win or
but
not.
I'll be like, that 2 points drop that Wolves is going to piss me off.
It all depends on also, and that's another thing that the narrative that all these people have been coming out with. You know what the narrative was a couple of weeks ago? Stop looking at Man City. Put your balls on the table and just worry about Arsenal and just worry about our results. Yeah? But now all these same people that were saying that, you know what they're saying now? Let's wait till the Man City game against Newcastle. Newcastle's not going to be an easy game. Newcastle might be able to get something. So why are you looking at Man City now? Yeah.
Well, I've always watched Man City, always.
Yeah, me as well. But I'm saying there's a lot of fans out there that do big videos they're doing, Dan. Soft music playing in the background. Arsenal fans, now it's time to back your team. Forget about Man City. Let's focus on ourselves.
But what I will say today, it is still time to back your team. So anyone now, I've had messages from people, good people and that, but I'm done with Arsenal until Arteta's gone. I'm done with Arsenal. I'm done. And I get it. It's reactionary. You're angry. But the word supporter, we are supporters. We need to still support our team.
No, 100%.
Through adversity, through thick and thin.
100%.
What is our motto, our club motto? Victory through harmony, right?
Through harmony.
Like, we still need to get behind the team. And Sunday, I'll be there at the lane, and every single fan still needs to come together. We can all say what we want in-house to each other, right?
Yeah, but the divide is not just that. It's the positive fans that are going against the negative fans. They've got so much to say about the negative fans and vice versa. Yeah, but it shouldn't have been like
it shouldn't have been like that throughout the season.
It shouldn't have been like that.
Like now, like Robbie said, big up Robbie, by the way, AFTV. He said in his fan cam yesterday that they've now lost our trust, which is true. There was a lot of people's trust they had lost, but the majority of the fans now, even me, if you say, do you think we're going to win the league? I can't sit there and say yes.
Yeah, but to be fair, there was only one moment at that Sunderland game where I told you, Dan, where you said, I had the viral moment, we had the viral moment at AFTV where I'm singing out Yokeriz's name. That's the first game this season where I've actually felt like, you know what, this might happen. every game before, Dan, you know where I've been at.
Yeah.
Cautious, keep your feet on the ground. I'm not sure I'm 50-50. And now this game against Wolves has just amplified it. And this is the reason why.
Does it make a difference how the fans behave? Whether the fans are saying, you know, yeah, you're going to win it, you're brilliant, or the fans are saying you're not going to win it, does it affect the players?
Does it affect the players? And
does it, yes or no?
And listen, it doesn't. It doesn't. It shouldn't affect the players. And the reason why is that these players are seasoned professionals, Dan. They've been playing since they was kids.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah? It doesn't matter if you sit there and say, I don't think they're going to win it. And it doesn't matter if I say, I think we're going to win it.
It shouldn't.
Exactly.
You're a big professional footballer playing in the Premier League, the highest level. You go out there in front of 40,000, 60,000 every week. That's a lot of pressure in itself. You're playing in a pressure environment. Not only are you trained to play football, you should be trained mentally now as well. What me and you are saying and online, what people are saying about them, this should not be affecting them when they step out on the line. It shouldn't. Step over the line. It shouldn't affect them in any way, shape or form.
It is very, very hard because, you know, this is 2026 and every single person, every player has got a YouTube account. They've all got, they've all got Sky. They've got all of these things, and the pressure is on there on Arsenal. It's humongous.
The there, but if you're not mentally strong enough, if you're not mentally strong enough as a player to sit down at home, if you want to watch YouTube videos, you should be able to deal with it mentally. If you can't handle it, then don't watch it. You're a professional. There's no excuses to say that the fans are affecting the players' mentality and all of that.
I'm not saying they are, but you were just digging like me out and fans like me for getting carried away.
No, the reason why I'm digging fans out...
Does it work out both ways then, Dan?
Yeah, but I'm saying the reason why I'm digging fans out like you is because...
If it doesn't affect the players, then it doesn't matter if I say with chest, I think we're going to win the quadruple,
no, but
or you say we're not going to win nothing.
What I'm trying to explain is I don't like it when fans like you and other positive fans call out negative fans and they say, you know what? Yeah, it's like... the negative fans are not much of an Arsenal fan as you because you've been positive. People support the team in different ways, Dan. Do you understand? Some fans have got PTSD. Some fans are negative. Some players are going to criticise. But the positive fans, as soon as you start criticising and saying anything, if we draw a game, we start criticising, they've got something to say. Oh, you're not a proper fan. You need to support the team right now.
I've never had a problem after we drop points. My problem is when we win games of football. You know, there's been times when we've won a game in a valiant way, in a good way, like up against Newcastle, for example. You know, we were about to go. If we lost that game, we'd have been 8 points behind. We won it. We cut it to 5, and obviously now we're 5. Now fast forward, now we're 5 clear.
It shouldn't affect you that much to start talking about you shouldn't come to. You can't come to. Don't come to the parade. Then
that was one moment, Dan. After after coming out of the stadium.
Do you understand?
Listen. Emotions were high in it. It is what it is. I don't believe that as a fan, you should just sit there slagging your players off, slagging your manager and your club off 24/7. You're supposed to support the club, not slag them off 24/7.
I want to ask you a question on that, Dan. Because you said it before. You've watched some of these content creators, the negative ones that are screaming for Arteta out and all of that. Some of them are not being saying it as much.
Some of them would have had a little rile smile on their face yesterday when that goal went in.
Yeah, and
they can have the I told you moment. I told you so.
Yeah, I told you so moment. Yeah, facts.
Not everyone, but you even agree with me. You've said before there will definitely be some of them that are so far deep in their agenda against Arteta and being right that
they don't want us to win.
I've heard people say, I've heard you say it, that you can't lose this season. Well, what do you mean you can't lose? You said you can't lose because if we don't win anything, then you're right and Arteta has to go. And if we do win something, then we've won the league or won whatever.
Facts.
But
it's a win for a fan like me. For a fan like me,
you've not won. Your team has lost.
For a fan like me,
so you've not won. For someone to say that for me, that is stupid, deluded.
Listen.
That is
Let me break it down.
That's stupid. Because you still fucking lost.
As an Arsenal fan base, negative, positive Arsenal fans, yeah. If we come to the end of, because remember, you don't want Arteta, right? You ain't really been there. You've been there a long time ago, but you've been backing Arteta. For a man like me who questions Arteta and is not sure about Arteta, I've said this season, you ain't heard me say Arteta out all season. I said, I'm waiting to the end of the season, then I'll open up my mouth, yeah? If we go and win the Premier League, win major trophies, yeah? I'm happy.
Of course.
I'm over the moon. Do you understand? If we don't...
That's you, Dan.
Yeah,
that's you.
If we go,
let me
break it down on the flip side. If we don't win nothing, of course I'm upset, I'm fuming. But I know that Arteta's gone now, yeah? And there's light at the end of the tunnel. Let's try something different because it's been 6 years of nonsense. Not nonsense. He's done a very good job, as we've said, but if you can't get over the line, my friend, it's time to move on.
What would you say? So obviously we have this thing, negative and positive Dan. That was never even our names. It's just something that stuck that someone said to us.
Deluded Dan.
We're both Dans, and it is what it is. But just touching on that, negative fan, positive fan, whatever you want to say. What do you say to fans now that are saying like after, because it's not just after this Wolves game, you know, anytime we've dropped points, you see in our live chat, you know, Arteta out. Well, what do you say to fans now at this point of the season, regardless of what's happened, being 5 points clear in the Premier League?
Yeah, I watched the video earlier, man.
Being in the top of the Champions League, in the Carabao Cup final, of course, it looks like we've got a favourable draw against Mansfield in the FA Cup, which would take us to the quarterfinals.
It's crazy.
So a potential quarterfinal in the FA Cup. And a Carabao Cup final.
To say Arteta right now, for me personally,
like if you had the choice now to sack him now and get someone else in to take us to the end of the season,
I wouldn't do it. I'd leave Mikel Arteta in. We've come this far, and let's be honest, he's not going anywhere. He's not going to be saying. Hypothetically speaking, if I could sack Mikel Arteta today, yeah, and bring in a new manager right now, I think about it a little bit, Dan. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I do think about it a little bit. If you said to me, right, we're going to bring Zinedine Zidane in for the rest of the season or whatever, but no. Common sense tells me Arteta's been there. He's got the team to this stage where we are at the moment, albeit we lost against
Surely he deserves
to
finish off the job.
He deserves it. He 100% deserves it. And I haven't written the season off, Dan. Yeah, I've told you for the last 22 years, when that season starts, I've believed that we can win the Premier League. Yeah? Do you understand? So, for me, it's crazy to say Arteta out right now, but I can understand why some fans are there because they don't believe. And it's not an agenda. There's Arsenal fans out there that are not on YouTube. They don't believe, that Arteta is going to get them over the line. They believe we're not winning nothing. So that's why they're saying, bring someone else in now because he's not going to do it. Because that's what they truly believe. It's not an agenda.
Listen, they could well be right, but for me, that's crazy. It's, you know, I think it's only ever happened once or twice in football. I can't remember who it was, but was Bobby Robson? I can't remember. There was someone that got sacked while they were top anyway. There's been a couple here and there, but it's more to do with like problems with the board or whatever. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's just crazy to be 5 points clear in the Premier League, you know, being the best team in Europe in the Champions League. We look so good in the Champions League. We've played our best football in the Champions League. We're the top goal scorers in the Champions League.
Yeah, but once again, it's goals. What we're talking about now, we're talking about crunch time. We're talking about crunch time right now, Dan. It's got to the crunch time in the Premier League.
But we did have crunch time last year with, obviously, not really so much PSV, although we still had to get through them. You know, we've struggled against Wolves this season twice.
We had crunch time against Real Madrid.
But Real Madrid, we had crunch time and
two worldies,
and we put them out.
Two worldies of free kicks.
Yeah, we still went over there and beat them 2-1.
We still went over there and beat them. Yeah,
that was 5-1 on aggregate.
Result,
you can't take anything away from that.
Real Madrid, Dan, they're not the same team of old. How many times they come England recently?
But it doesn't matter though. It doesn't,
they're getting smashed all over the place.
Listen, it doesn't matter. That was still a massive win.
I think they've been England like 5 games and they've got 5 losses.
Dan, it doesn't
not just against Arsenal.
Come on, it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. Let's take it into context.
They are still Real Madrid. They're still they have history. They're still one of the best teams ever.
They got history,
some of the best players in the world.
No more. I don't rate them no more.
They're still a stop side. Well, right now you wouldn't fancy us to beat them, would you? Because I bloody wouldn't. Well, right now,
at the Emirates,
playing like this,
100%.
Playing the way we're playing.
No, Real Madrid.
The way we're playing right now, honestly,
Real Madrid are not the same team, man. They're not the same team.
The way we are playing right now, I don't. Honestly, I'm so glad we got Spurs. I don't see us beating anyone playing like this.
So what do you think? How are you feeling about the Premier League title now? Now, be honest with us, positive, Dan, because you're a man that said, like I said, Man City's going to be giving us a guard of honour. Yeah, you and Anton. I was sitting there with you and Anton, and you two you was on one, bro.
Yeah, it's tongue and cheek,
shout out
man.
Anton, fire them cannons. Shout out Anton as well. I want to know how you're feeling right now, yeah? How are you feeling? Can we still win the Premier League, Dan?
Of course we can still win the Premier League. It's in our hands, isn't it? So, of course we can still win it. There's 11 games to go, 11 cup finals. You know, there's no reason why we can't go to City and beat City. There's no reason at all.
Are you not concerned?
If we win all of our games and draw with City over there, then we'll win the Premier League. Does it look like we're going to win it? The reason why I would say no now, the reason why I've gone down from 100, I have to be honest, is I'm 50.
Yeah, what percentage are you at? You're 50-50?
I have to be honest, I'm 50-50.
Wow.
And I'll be honest, it's more my heart. You know, my head's saying, I've seen this before now. I can't believe it's happening.
So have you got?
The truth is, Dan, I cannot believe this is happening.
So are you starting to feel like all these negative fans that were talking, all these negative fans that are talking about Arteta and he's not going to do? Are you start to thinking in your head, these guys might bloody be right.
Yes, 100%.
Is that how you're feeling right now?
100%. Listen, 100. There are things that people say, and I think, and I look at it, and when I'm at games, I'm totally different to when I'm on camera and stuff. Like, and I try not to. I think it's wrong to sit there all day on YouTube or
this feels
after
like
a game.
Proper therapy session for you, Dan,
it is.
right now,
It's
man.
good as therapy, innit? That's what we're here for.
That's what it feels like right now, man.
I think it's wrong.
Let it all out.
To sit there and just slag off your team, slag off your, people on our stream yesterday blaming Odegaard. The guy weren't even playing. And for me, I think we actually missed Odegaard a little bit. Because for me, at least Odegaard can get on the ball and make, that's where he does come in. That's where Odegaard does come in and be a captain sometimes.
For me.
Because he can get on the ball at the end of games and spread it about and keep things ticking. And you know what I mean? He is a good player, Odegaard. And I do feel like we missed him. I feel like we missed Havertz. And listen, we've got a massive squad. We have a massive squad. So there's no excuses for injuries and missing players.
Dan,
the squad is big enough. We spent enough money. There's no excuses. We need to win this Premier League. If we don't win the Premier League, then it needs to be a Champions League. And if it ain't a Champions League, it has to be a cup double. But the Premier League, for me, we have to win it, considering the situation we were in. And yes, if we do not win the Premier League, even if we just end up with a Carabao Cup, it will not be good enough, and I'll have to turn around. And unlike other people who will not turn around, they've said it, even if Arsenal win the Premier League, it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be that great of a job. He spent $1 billion to do it and took all these years, all this bullshit people come out with. I will turn around and say, I've got it wrong. Maybe he's not the man to take us forward.
Yeah, well, for me, on this Premier League, Dan, I'm at about 30% now. That's where I'm at with Arsenal potentially winning the Premier League after 22 years. And my main reason why I'm having this doubt is the form. Last 7 games, what is it? 2 draws, 3 draws, a loss, 2 wins. Whatever it is, it's just not good enough. And for me, I'm at 30%. I can't see us walking it like you was suggesting at one time after the Sunderland game. I was very confident. People seem to be writing off Man City, or they've written Man City off, but they've turned up and they've shown that, you know what, we're here for a fight. 1-0 down against Liverpool. Anfield, brought it back from the depths of hell, 1-0. Smashed Fulham comprehensively, 3-0, out of sight at half-time. And now they're coming into this game against Newcastle, who they absolutely violated in the Carabao Cup, home and away.
Different Newcastle now though, innit, Dan?
Why is it different?
Well, they've just won 3 away games on the spin. They've just scored 6 goals in Europe.
They scored 6 goals in Europe against Karabakh. They beat Aston Villa. They beat Aston Villa, who had 10 men. Yeah,
still a big win.
I'm sorry.
To Villa.
I'm sorry. I can't see Newcastle beating Man City.
Well, they might not beat them, but they could get a point.
Also, they're going to be a little bit. They're going to be a little bit tired from that Karabakh Cup game, the Karabakh game as well. So. Yeah, Man City, I think they're going to beat Newcastle and they're going to go 2 points behind us.
Look,
pressure's going to be on. But like I said,
let's do something here. Get City's fixtures up, the remaining fixtures up. I'll get Arsenal's up. You do City's points. I'll do Arsenal's points.
Listen,
go on. This will be a nice little clip, right? So let's do it.
Let me see.
Let's do it clear and properly, right? So.
City, I'll tell you you don't even got to tell me. I think Man City are going to win 10 of their last 12 games and probably lose 1 and draw 1. That's what I believe.
So you think they'll get 10, that's 30 points plus a draw, yeah? 31 points.
31 points.
And I would say we'll beat Spurs, we'll beat Chelsea.
Actually, they've got 1 more game than us, ain't they? Got 13 games left, ain't they? How many games have got left?
I think after we play Tottenham, makes it 10
We've got
left,
13 games. They've got 14 games left to play.
We've got 13 left.
1 sec.
Sure?
No, 1 sec.
No, we've not got 13.
We've got 11 games left.
Yeah, exactly. After Tottenham, it goes 12. To 10. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm right. So yeah, I predict that they're going to get 31 points from those 12 games.
And I would say we're going to beat Spurs. We're going to beat Chelsea. I think we might draw.
You don't believe that, Dan?
I do believe that. We always beat Chelsea at home and we always beat Spurs away.
We don't always beat Chelsea at home because we drew with them 2 seasons ago. Yeah, about 2 seasons in a row.
If you get our last 6 games with Chelsea at home, I can guarantee you there's 4 or 5 wins.
All right, I'll do that. Give me a sec.
Go on then. Anyway, so I think we'll win them 2. I think we might draw with Brighton. That's 7 points. We'll beat Everton at home. That's 10. We'll beat Bournemouth. That's 13. I think we actually go to City and get a win. That's 16. Newcastle's 19. Fulham is 22. West Ham is 25. Burnley's 28. Palace could come down to that.
Was that the last game?
And let's just say, you know what? I'm going to put West Ham as a draw, Palace as a win. So I'm going to say 29 points.
So that's it. We're not winning the Premier League.
City, no, City with 31, us with 29.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, but we're 5 points ahead of them, mate.
Dan.
Yeah?
And you just believe that we're beating Tottenham and we're beating Chelsea. Well, I'll tell you something for nothing, yeah? I don't believe we're beating Tottenham, yeah? I think that's going to be a draw, and I don't believe we're beating Chelsea. I think that's going to be another draw, yeah?
I think we'll win both of them.
I can't see it.
I think we'll win both of them.
I can't see it, Dan.
I do. I just think, I think now that there's going to be a meeting of some sort. There has to be a meeting of some sort. There has to be something done. Something's not right. There has to be some sort of meeting. The players need to get together, whether Arteta's involved or not. They need to have a meeting, look at themselves in the mirror, and they need to do something.
We've been doing this for 4 years now. Yeah, meetings. I don't trust in what
Arteta's doing. There's something they need to do, though, isn't there, Dan?
There's something that needs to do, and I don't think Mikel Arteta's got it. Yeah? It needs to be the players now that put this Premier League title on their back. We can't rely on Mikel Arteta to manage it properly. They need to go against him and just play football. That's what I'm saying right now, yeah? Mikel Arteta cannot be trusted, Dan, to get this team over the line. I'm sorry to say it, he cannot be trusted. We've seen us away against Brentford. Everyone say must-win game before, yeah? We didn't win it, people moved the goalpost. I was very clear in watching everyone what they were saying before this Wolves game, you know? Must-win game. No excuse if we don't lose. We can't talk about being Premier League champions if we don't beat Wolves, yeah?
For me, with what you just said, I agree, but I also disagree, because I agree with the fact that sometimes players need to take initiative on themselves. They do. At the end of the day, they have to.
Arteta ain't got the minerals, man.
Sometimes they have to, but at the same time, this needs to be a collective together. It needs to be Arteta may need to let the shackles off a little bit, change his tactics a little bit.
When you're looking at Mikel on the sidelines and you're looking at his face now with these last few games, what are you seeing right now? I'm seeing fear. I'm seeing a deer in headlights with Arteta right now.
Do you know what I've said quite a lot? I've said, why would we change our tactics when it's worked so well, right? Until recently we were,
Dan, we discussed this before. It's worked so well because we've been getting away with it, Dan.
Let me finish.
Yeah, but you're talking nonsense.
Let me finish, bruv. Let me finish. We were 6 points clear. So you're not letting me finish. You're not letting me speak, bro. Let me speak.
Go on.
Yeah, so we were 6 points clear. So my thinking would be, why would we change what's doing so well? Not just in the Premier League, in Europe and in all of the cups. We're fighting on all four fronts. I don't think Arsenal have ever been in this position at this part of the season where they're on to win all of them. We're fighting for the Premier League. We're fighting for the FA Cup, the Champions League, and we're in the Carabao Cup final. So why would you change it? However, now, because if you take a big section, i.e. our last 7 games, the fact there's only been 2 wins, 4 draws and a loss, now that makes me say, okay, now he should change it. Arteta has to change something now. The approach, the style of play, something has to change, because clearly
it needed changing before that.
It may have worked for however many games. How many games are we in? 20.
Do you know this is the lowest
25 games in?
This is the lowest amount of points any Premier League champions elect have ever had since Leicester. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
That's a fact for you, yeah? And the only thing that's been saving us this season, as I've been saying, is Man City's form and Liverpool's form. That's the only thing that saved us this season. Why people have been going on like it's been so good. It's been poor, Dan.
Well, recently. That's recently,
It's not
though.
recently. It's been from the start of the season when we played Man United and we were poor and we got away with one.
Dan, points-wise, though. I'm talking about points-wise.
Okay, points-wise. On paper.
Points-wise.
Yeah, on paper.
If we go back 5 weeks ago, do you know what I mean? It wasn't like that, was it?
On paper,
we had high points.
But what the eye test said is that we haven't been good enough from the start of the season.
I've been nearly falling asleep at certain games. I know that the football's not been exhilarating. I know that.
We've been getting away with it. And are we being found out now, Dan? Yeah? Have the wheels come off? Because we said it. Once Arsenal start...
We are being found. Do you know what it is as well? Teams are starting to realise as well, like, don't be afraid. Have a little go. We built up this thing where we had this big defence and no one even wanted to... They weren't even taking shots against us. They were that scared. And since that Sunderland moment when we drew 2-2 at them and Sunderland sort of gave everyone the blueprint.
That's what I'm saying.
You go at them a little bit, they get a bit scared, they have a bit of fear, put balls into the box.
Have a little go at Arsenal and they will crumble.
Our defence has been lauded and lauded and lauded, but our defence has been bad recently.
I said as soon as the defence start cracking and conceding goals,
as
soon as that defence started conceding goals and those set pieces start drying up, we're in big trouble. Do you understand? Big trouble. A team like Wolves, bro, all they done is throw a couple punches, you know?
Yeah.
And they came away with 2 goals.
They were terrible in the in that first half. Wolves.
We weren't great in the first half either.
Yeah, I know, but they were like, that was some terrible football from Wolves.
We weren't great in the first half either. So, you know what the narrative is right now? That we're bottling it again. Second again, ole, ole. We're going to every away ground. That's all they're singing.
Yeah, look, I've got a message for all of the Arsenal players and for Mikel Arteta. You know, I've sat here, right, since I've been doing this, right, since last season, since just after that Real Madrid game. You know, I backed you even then last year when you didn't win anything. You know, I backed Mikel, I backed you, and I've carried on backing you, and I still am backing you and all the players. But we've had 22 years of hurt. It's not just 6 years that you guys have had as a team together, or the last 3 years where you've been going close and going in title races. It's not just Arteta. And, you know, this is what a lot of people say as well. There's a mental block. There's something at Arsenal that when we get to this stage of the season, it's happened in the later years under Wenger. You know, for the last 9 or 10 years, it would happen. We'd think we're in a title race. And I remember the Eduardo leg break, take you back to 2008. Even with Leicester that year, 2016,
a lot of pain, man.
We were in it. We beat Leicester 2-1 that last. We've suffered. We are banter. We are the banter club. We've got every other fan base laughing at us. Do you guys care as much as us? Because yesterday, I wasn't there, but I've done a lot of travelling to go and watch you guys. All my mates went up there. They travelled. People are missing jobs. People are not with their missuses. They're not with their wives. They're leaving their kids. They're putting everything on the line. They're working, doing extra hours, extra shifts so they can pay to go and watch you guys. And when we go there, we turn up. We're top of the league. We're in good spirits. And then you turn up and you play like that. It's not good enough. We have done everything. We as fans, we've given our all. I've sat here on YouTube telling everyone we're going to win the league, putting my chest out, backing Mikel Arteta, and this is what we're getting back. It's not good enough. So Arsenal you need to fix the fuck up. Go and win some big games, starting on Sunday. After Sunday, go and beat Chelsea. Then go and beat Brighton. And I could go through all the games because I know all of our games. I know all the games that we've got. Do you players know who you've got? Do the players know the next 3 or 4 games?
Listen, for me, you keep talking to the players, but I don't think
because
the players...
it is part of the players. You can't say it ain't the players.
It's a system issue.
You can't say it ain't the players, Dan.
It's a system issue, Dan. That's what it is. You can't tell me you're bringing Gyökeres, 95 goals in, however many goals he scored last season, he comes and he falls off a cliff at Arsenal.
Dan, you know he's not good enough, man.
You can't tell me you're bringing Eze, a top baller, someone that basically won the FA Cup for Crystal Palace by himself nearly, dragged them to that FA Cup. He's coming, he's fallen off a cliff. You can't tell me all these players, Odegaard, who was once great before, We was talking about, is he going to be a Ballon d'Or winner one day?
Is he going to be the next De Bruyne?
Do you understand? This is the talk we was coming with.
Saka was looking like the new Robin.
Saka, Martinelli. You had Klopp singing his praises, talking. What did Klopp say about him again?
Talent of the century and all that.
Talent of the century. They've all fallen off a cliff. Why are we not looking at Mikel Arteta? He has to be looked at. This needs to be studied. This is a system issue.
So what I'll say to you, do you think, let's say next season, let's just say, you know what, I hate doing this because of the position we're in, but after that Wolves game, it's even crossing my mind, right? I'll be real. Do you think, Dan, and I'm open to this, because of how shit it's been. And, if you ain't going to win, I can't watch this football much longer. I'll be real. Yeah, if we win the Premier League, I would hope that we'd win it. We've got over the line. We've played that. We've done it dirty, however we had to do it. And the next year, the shackles will be off, even for the players and the manager, and we'd start playing better football.
Shackles will never be off.
But listen, let me put this to you. If we get a Luis Enrique in, right, do you think suddenly Eze, Wanyeri, these technical players that we've got, Saka starts flourishing, Odegaard, do you think suddenly it all starts flourishing?
Highly possible.
And we start winning 3-4-0 and slapping teams every game?
It's highly possible,
Is that
Dan,
what you think happens?
Listen, it's highly possible, Dan.
Are these players good enough? Does another manager come in and we just start playing free-flowing football
we saw
and
it
beating everyone 3 or 4-0?
Obviously, with Liverpool, they've fallen off this season, but we saw it with last season with Arne Slot coming in. Sometimes just a new voice.
Yeah, I hear that.
A new face in that in the change room can be a big difference, Dan.
Listen,
a massive difference. And I think also with Mikel Arteta, I think it's been so long now. I think the players are drained. That's what I think. I think he's drained them mentally.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about it. I think he's drained them mentally. We saw the documentary, Dan. How he operates, yeah? When he's angry, screaming, he's shouting in players' faces. That's just normal for a manager, don't get me wrong, but when you've got a manager also telling, yes, we're going to win it this season, you know, he's big on this law of attraction stuff and this is our season, and then you keep telling that 3 years in a row and it don't happen. Do they still believe in you, Mikel Arteta? Do they still believe in what you're saying to them? I'm not sure no more, Dan. I'm not sure no more. And I think there's a lot of disgruntled players in that changing room now, i.e. your Odegaards, your Ezes, your Ben Whites. I think there's a lot of negativity around that changing room right now with players that are disgruntled and don't believe in Mikel Arteta. And I'm sure behind the scenes they talk about him.
I don't think so. I totally disagree.
You think
with
they
that.
don't talk about it?
I think
between themselves?
I think they all love Mikel Arteta.
I'm not sure about that.
I am.
They have to come out and say that. They have to come out and say, you're never going to see a player come out publicly and go against the manager. But I think behind the scenes, there's cracks now. I'm not too sure they believe in him no more.
I think they definitely believe in him for sure. And I do think we're going to get a big, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a big reaction. I think we're going to get a big reaction. And I think it starts this Sunday. I really do. I genuinely believe that. We've had quite a few setbacks this season. Most times we've come back with big wins. I think it's the perfect game on Sunday. I think we're going to go to Spurs. We're going to turn them over. And then it's going to be a big night at the Emirates.
Sounds good, Dan.
Against Chelsea. And we're going to beat them. And this title race will be back on.
Yeah,
and we've got a massive final.
Good.
And if we stay in distance, if we stay in distance and we're still one ahead or even one behind, two behind.
Saying this, I'm not too sure you believe this.
Listen. If
I'm
we
not
do,
too sure you
I've been
this.
saying all season that Carabao
You've been
Cup,
saying a lot of stuff all season,
final, Dan.
You've been saying a lot of stuff
so
all season. In the Carabao Cup, we're getting slapped. I'll say it now.
We ain't getting slapped.
We're getting slapped by Man City in the Carabao final with our attack.
Arteta's never lost at Wembley.
Okay, cool. This is when it's going to happen.
The last time we played Pep at Wembley, he beat him.
Okay, what was that in? Charity Shield?
Community Shield.
Oh, come on, give it a break.
And in the FA Cup.
Give it a break.
And in the FA Cup.
With the way that this Arsenal team and the way he's setting this team up and how sideways, lethargic, just look, what's it called? Disjointed. That's the
word.
We can beat
City in that Carabao Cup final.
We're getting slapped in the final.
We ain't getting slapped.
Yeah? That's what I believe. I'm not saying it's 100%, but based on what I've seen.
You are. It just sounded like that's 100%.
Based on what I've seen from our attack and what I'm seeing from Man City's attack and the new players they brought in, Gay, Ruben Diaz coming back to fitness, Rodri coming back to fitness, Semenyo, Shirky. It's scary stuff, Mamouche. It's scary stuff. Yeah, and I can't see us turning up to Wembley with our team and our attack and our players.
One goal this year, but yeah.
He's been injured. He was injured for about 2 months.
He's been playing, bro. He can't be shouting at Mamouche like he's some top baller, bro.
How many goals has he scored in the Premier League?
I don't know. 1 or something. How many
goals has he scored in the Premier League? Because what's our top scorer in the Premier League? Yeah? It's not much better. 8.
He ain't got nowhere near that.
It's not much better. It's not much better.
Well, you can't throw out Mamouche like he's been pulling up trees,
I'm saying that he's a good player, Dan. Yeah, they've got options up there. We haven't got options. We've got options, but it's not being utilised correctly. Martinelli. Let's not talk about Martinelli's performance yesterday.
If we were to win the Premier League, it would be probably one of the worst attacks ever to win the Premier League. I agree with that.
If we was to lose the Premier League, would it be one of the worst bottles of winning the Premier League in history?
I think Man United will always have that mantle. And you can clip this up, they will. Because Man United were, I think it was it 6 points clear or it maybe even 8 on game week 32. And they lost to a relegation team.
I'm sorry.
They lost to Everton. So Man United will always have the biggest bottle.
I'm looking at the games where we should have taken
Liverpool. Man United and Liverpool, whatever happens this season, you'll always have the biggest bottle.
If we bottle this league
Gerrard
this season,
when he slipped, and United when City done you on goal difference.
If we bottle the league this season, this is going to be, I'm not saying it's going to be one of the biggest bottles of all time.
Oh yeah, of course it will. But the thing is with us,
I'm looking at games like Nottingham Forest. 1 second, Dan. I'm looking at games like Nottingham Forest. I'm looking at games like Liverpool at home. I'm looking at games like Chelsea away. Yeah? I'm looking at Sunderland away. These are the games that we're going to come back to if we don't win this Premier League. Yeah? These are the key fixtures.
The reason why it will be the worst bottle is because it will be the 3rd time in 4 years.
It will be the 3rd time in 4 years.
That's what it will be. Like Liverpool done it in one season.
And the way Liverpool champions are falling off this season, crazy stuff. Yeah, I think this has been, if not the worst we've seen from a title title defence with Liverpool. This is the worst that we've seen.
No, Leicester was worse, but yeah.
Well, Leicester was worse, but yeah, that was an anomaly in itself, innit? But yeah, Leicester, Liverpool.
What was it?
What anomaly?
Yeah.
You know what? I got it right, man.
Yes, Dan.
Yeah? Do you understand? But yeah, it's not good enough. And at the moment, as it stands, like I said, I'm 30%. And you asked me I think it was a few weeks ago. Yeah? And I didn't feel good saying it when you said to me, who do you think's going to win the Premier League? And I said, Man City. It didn't feel good saying that, Dan.
You did change it to Arsenal.
Yeah, I did change it. But I'm saying at the time when I said that, it didn't feel, I don't want to say that. But based on what I was seeing,
I think you jinxed it though, because as soon as you turned and was like, that's it, we're winning the Premier League.
As soon as I turned and said I can feel it can happen. As soon as it felt so good, man. Do you understand? And I've said to Dan, I wish I was in that place where you've been all season and other positive fans. I got there against that Sunderland game. It was a great feeling, man. Do you understand? And then it was just it was a punch in the stomach. Man City beat Liverpool, beat Fulham.
That was a turning point.
That was the turning point. As soon as they beat Fulham, I went for a Brentford win before that. As soon as they beat Fulham, I said, you know what? I'm 50-50 with this Brentford game now, because see when that gas mark has turned up to gas mark 6, yeah? And the heat is on. We get burnt, fam. Mikel Arteta ain't got the minerals. That's what it looks like. And on Mikel Arteta.
Hold on. Everyone, by the way, thanks for watching. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Smash them likes for us, because it helps the algorithm. We've been chatting away here for ages. We're trying to get to 2K subs. We're currently on 1,500. Help us get to 2K. Smash the likes. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And make sure you subscribe. Yes, Dan. Go on, Mikel Arteta.
So Mikel Arteta.
You even said Vamos in the video and everything.
I even said Vamos in that video. But with Mikel Arteta, this style of football that we're seeing, Dan, that we've been seeing all season, because I can just come to a few games where we've got over the line. Man United, first game of the season. We was the second best team, if you ask me. A set piece bailed us out of trouble. Then the next bad result was Liverpool. We lost 1-0. Man City 1-1 at home. Do you understand? And there was many other games where it's just been like, we're not going for it, Dan. Yeah, we was on a podcast yesterday with, shout out James, my guy, Greek Gooner. He said he don't play with the handbrake on. He's playing in reverse, Dan. Do you understand? So what do you think about that? Because for me, yesterday, I can't disagree.
Yesterday I said that for me, I'm blaming the defence this time, because Timber had a shocker. Gabriel wasn't very good, and David Raya had a terrible moment for the goal. And the fact is, we scored 2 goals. You know, it was actually our 2 defenders that linked up to score one of the goals. And obviously Saka scored. Rice puts it in for Saka. Rice has actually got the most goals and assists combined for us. No, it was Trossard has with 10. Then it's Declan Rice with 9, which says a lot for a midfielder. But also, when I look at it back after, you know, as much as I'm blaming the defence because they've conceded the 2 goals, really though, at Wolves away, I know you've scored 2, but surely someone should be making it 3-0, 4-0.
100%.
Surely.
What was Martinelli?
Martinelli, I'm done with him now, because another one who I've backed,
Seller's Clark,
because he's come on in Champions League games, he's done well, he's scored 5 in a row in the Champions League, he's been scoring in the cups, you know, he's the first person to score that many goals in the cups.
When the pressure's on.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you understand? The only
missed
time
that chance against Brentford.
The only time, because I thought about it, because we were speaking about yesterday, when the pressure's on, he misses chances. The only time I can say that he hasn't done that was Man City at home when he scored the goal to equalise.
Yeah. Even then, it's very early in the season though, isn't it?
It's very, exactly. Yeah, but when the pressure's on Martinelli, he can't deliver. It's time to sell his Clark, get rid of Martinelli. There's a lot of players that need... Let's do that. Who would you sell in the summer? Who do you think we can move on now, Dan?
Yeah.
Martinelli's one of them.
For sure.
Trossard's another one we can move on. Who else is there that we can move on?
Gyökeres? I think so, bruv, honestly. Well, he has these little moments every now and then, like, come on, man, it's not good enough.
He needs more time, though, Dan. Let's be honest. Let's say he needs more time. We give him next season.
I'd get rid.
Yeah?
I'd get rid.
You get rid of him?
I'd get rid of him, yeah, I would. Come on, Dan. I mean,
I feel like I've got an allegiance to him after I was singing his praises.
I know, but we
got
blinded, didn't we, man? Like, what's he done since then, man? What has he done since then?
Yeah, I'm not writing him off.
Against Brentford. Listen, I don't know.
We said it on that day, Dan, but we've been too harsh, Dan. So let's just say we're going to give him a little bit more time. It's a bit harsh to say.
I don't know. A lot of people will say another system and all that. I think we could get Luis Enrique, Pep Guardiola, anyone, and he still wouldn't be that player. I just don't think he's that player.
Yeah, it's questionable.
For me, send him back on loan to Sporting Lisbon.
Kai Havertz.
100% keep.
Get rid.
100% keep.
With his injury record, Dan, we can't do this no more. Well, listen,
this is the thing. Yeah, if he's going to be... look, I'd have to agree because of the injury record, but if he can stay fit, I would 100% keep him, because we are a much better Arsenal team when we have Kai Havertz in the team. Are we a better team when we have Kai Havertz in the team?
No, we are, but he's not the pinnacle. He's not the answer for me. But that's just how poor everyone else has been.
Let's
Martin Odegaard, get rid. See ya.
That's a tough one, man.
That's not a tough one, Dan. Get rid.
You know what? This one knows I'm Arteta's lawyer and all of that, but I am Arsenal first. And if Arteta was to go, would you then want to get rid of Odegaard, or do you believe he could flourish better under another manager?
That's a good point.
Do you know what I mean?
I do believe that, because I think a lot of these players who've fallen off a cliff, the manager has to be looked at.
I think obviously Trossard's aging anyway, so you'd want him to go. Martinelli, I think you could give him any manager. I don't see him. I think he's
it's not good about it. That's an ability thing. That's an ability thing
with him. Hincapié looks good. You know, he's improving. Calafiori, you're definitely keeping. Obviously, Saliba and Gabriel. Obviously, Timber. Obviously, Raya. Obviously, Rice.
I keep Ben White as well. Let's back up.
Yeah, injuries though. A
lot of these players.
It's a tough one, man. This is the thing. And this is what a lot of people point at Arteta as well. For me, I think it's more of a problem in football in general. You look at Spurs, who were playing this weekend, they've only got about 12 fit players. Yeah, so it's not just Arsenal that are getting injuries. You look at a lot of clubs. Man City have had injuries throughout this season as well. But Man City, I do have to say, Pep Guardiola, it's like he makes sure, the way he manages his team, he makes sure that they always seem to come back. These John Stones, Diaz's, they always pop up back fit for the last 10 games.
Time of the season at the running. But do you feel like it's more physically taxing for the modern day footballer now? Because I do.
Oh, 100%. And the amount of games that they're playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's extra games. There's more games in the Champions League. There's replays. There's loads of games going on, man. It's intense. This Nations League. There's all sorts going on all the time, man. And it's a hell of a lot on the players now. But this is they play big money in it, man. So. Yeah, we love it. We love watching football as well, innit? Us consumers love it, don't we?
So this roller coaster that we're on, Dan, now. How do you feel about trophies? What trophies do you think we're winning this season? Because
I've said from the start, I think we'll win the Premier League and the Carabao Cup.
You still think we'll win the Premier League?
Well, like I've said to you, I'm 50-50 on that now, but I will still say we're going to win the Premier League.
Carabao Cup, you're not 50 on the Carabao. That's a 50-50 game.
It is, that is a 50-50
so right
game.
now, you're 50-50 on everything. That's positive, Dan. It's 50-50 on everything.
What do you want me to say? We won 2 out of our last 7 games. We're playing absolutely shit. Arteta, I love you, but mate, your tactics have been poor. The players, you've all been terrible. I don't know.
You heard it at first, man.
Yeah, listen, look, I'm not one of them people. I'm not going to sit here and just blindly...
You're hearing this, my bro.
I'm not going to sit here and blindly say, oh yeah, we're doing well when we're not. It's unacceptable. It's shit. It's dross. My confidence is gone. I'm drained.
So do you feel like you was a little bit... You was wrong for jumping the gun a bit early then?
Well, clearly. Clearly.
Hey, Dan, I told you.
Listen, I was
saying, keep your feet grounded.
I was enjoying the moment. And you know what it was, Dan? It's because in 23-24, that team is probably better than this team, which is crazy when it's the same group of players. But that's why I keep saying Kai Havertz is such a big player. People don't realise how much of a big player he is. What he does off the ball, what he does on the ball, everything he brings to this team. Kai Havertz is a huge player for this team. And in 23-24, I thought he was perhaps our best player that season. We saw the best Saka. I think he's a key player for us. But
you can't be relied upon with his injuries. No, of course you
can't. And you can't be relying on one player or anyone in particular.
Where do we go from there, Dan?
He's not a world beater, but what I'll say to you is that, we were playing better football then. But that season we got to 89 points and won 28 games and scored the most goals in the club's history. I think it was 91 goals. So that's what made me believe if we do that this season, Man City ain't getting to 89 points this season.
But we're not doing that this season.
I know we're not.
We're not.
But
we've regressed. So since the 23-24 season, have we, with more money spent, has this team now regressed?
We've regressed. However, we didn't get to a final that year, and we went out, I think, the FA Cup early.
Yeah.
So as a whole season, we're doing better. But in the Premier League that year, we definitely had more points and we're scoring more goals.
Last season in the Premier League, we regressed. This season, it hasn't been great. Like I said, it's Man City and Liverpool that have covered over our cracks this season, if we're being honest with it, Dan.
Do you think you jumped the gun? Another thing I want to ask you about Man City. We are fighting on all 4 fronts.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying with Man City, there was a time in the season where we was having conversations and you were saying that Man City are not the same team of old, which I kind of agree with. But you couldn't have writ off the fact that they just might click into gear. They might get their players back fit. Make a couple signings.
I don't know where you get this from. I've never fully written City off though. I've always said if anyone is City. I've said they're not the same City, which they ain't. but they've still got a Ballon d'Or winner. They've still got the best manager of all time. They've still got the best striker in the league.
You wasn't talking like this before, Dan.
Dan, what did I say?
You wasn't talking like what you were saying is that
I said they ain't
you
the
said
same
that
city,
they're going
which
to be
they
giving
ain't.
us a guard of honour. That's what you was talking.
Listen. That was a bit of fun and tongue and cheek.
It wasn't fun. You and Anton were serious.
That was a bit of fun and tongue and cheek. And listen,
you were
if you can't wind up rival fans while you're doing well, then what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Yeah?
Now they beat Liverpool. They've beaten Fulham.
Yeah, let's see.
They've signed Gay. Semenyo's on fire.
Let's see what happens. We've still got.
Now you're shitting the bed, Dan.
We've still got a huge chance to go and beat them in a Carabao Cup final, to go and beat them at their ground and still take this Premier League and take that Carabao Cup. We've still got a huge chance.
On that, Dan, you're right.
I still believe in this team.
You're right, Dan.
Don't get it twisted. I still
believe.
Maybe it's blind faith, but I do still believe in this team. Do you believe? Do you still believe?
I'm 30%, Dan.
But do you believe in the team?
I still believe
yes
it can still happen. Yeah, of course I do. I still believe it can happen.
So
and
you're not one of them, man. We ain't winning nothing. You're not saying that.
No, you can't say that because it's not over till it's over. And let's be honest, we still don't know what Man City's turning up.
Yeah,
they've had a couple good results, but they could draw against Newcastle on the weekend. I don't think they will. They might lose against Newcastle. We just don't know. But the fact is, I think this should have been wrapped up by now, Dan. With Mr. Trick.
But look, this is the thing, right? Especially because we're on YouTube, yeah? It's either just don't talk about nothing and wait till the end of the season, or talk about it all throughout the season. And that's why, exactly. So we're talking about all throughout the season. And right now, the form's terrible, but yet we still find ourselves 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League.
And you know what? Remember, we do the percentages every week. I didn't have the chance to do the percentages after we beat Sunderland. Do you understand? Because the Man City obviously done what they done.
Yours would have been 95 at that point.
It wouldn't have been 95. It would have been about 70. Do you understand? But let us know in the comments as well what percentage you're at in terms of Arsenal winning this Premier League. Are we bottling the Premier League again? Is Mikel Arteta the man to take us over the line? Let us know in the comments what you think.
And also, I just want to say, I do think that all of us fans now, whether you want Arteta in or you want him out, we
need to unite.
We do need to unite.
We need to unite.
We do need to unite. Like, as fans now, we need to forget all these other fans trolling us, forget going mad. Listen, we can go mad at the players after bad performances, but once it's done, it's done. We've drawn that game, now it's done. We can't change it. Us fans, the only thing we can do that can maybe help the team is by supporting them and cheering them.
Supporting them and cheering them.
That is it.
In the stands. That is it. We do that every week. Let's support them.
Yeah, but we need it more than ever now. So everyone who's going to be at that game, I don't have to tell you, it's Arsenal-Tottenham, we're going to be up for it anyway. Chelsea, they're going to be up for it anyway. The Emirates will be going off. But the little games. When we play Brighton away on a midweek, Brighton away we have in a few weeks, March the 4th.
Not confident.
That Brighton away game, we have to be fucking up for it. When we play the likes of Fulham, Burnley, that we've got at the back end of the season in the Premier League.
If they can't be up for that.
The Emirates needs to wake up.
Yeah, the Emirates needs to wake up.
Stop being so damn nervous.
The Emirates needs to wake up, but you need to wake us up as well.
100%.
Yeah?
It works both ways.
It works both. The players need to wake us up because we've been at the Emirates this season, Dan, and it's been dull and it's been boring. Mikel Arteta, get this team clicking.
Yeah.
Let the handbrake off, Mikel. Stop being so scared. Stop being so afraid. We go 2-0 up. Let's get 4. Stop making defensive substitutions when we go 2-0 up. Stop doing it, Mikel. Now's the time to be brave and make it happen. Win this Premier League. If you're going to be scared and you're going to play with that handbrake on, you're going to get burnt again, Mikel. That's what's going to happen. Yeah? It's time.
It feels like it's now or never. Maybe even for this group of players, man, and for Arteta. You're either going to be a legend and do something special this year, or you're going to be the man, the Brendan Rodgers.
The nearly man. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
The Pochettino or the Brendan Rodgers. And you just look where their career's gone now. Because Brendan Rodgers nearly won a damn Premier League title with a poor Liverpool team. Way poorer than his side. All right, they had Suarez and Gerrard. But apart from that, there's no comparison. And then Pochettino comes second twice, I think, with Spurs.
Champions League final.
So now Arteta, you're going to be up there with the legends. You're going to be an Arsenal legend. Go and win us our first ever Champions League or win us our first Premier League in 22 years.
Yeah, and Mikel, my friend, if you don't win nothing this season, then I'm sorry to say it. Thank you very much for the ride. Thank you very much for getting us to this level. Yeah, you've done a very good job, but it's time for you to go, unfortunately. Yeah? And I don't want it to come to that, because if it comes to that, it means we win nothing as Arsenal fans, and it's another painful season. It's another year to add to the pain. Yeah? It's time to get over the line, and it's time to make it happen. You do it, Dan. Vamos, say it.
Vamos! Come on, Mikel. Come on, Arsenal. Big game. Let's go on to the North London derby now, Dan. Like I said, what's done's what's done. You know, we can turn things around with a big win. I'd love to get a last-minute winner there. I'd probably rather a last-minute winner than... we need the goals for goal difference.
Yeah, we need to get the job done, but...
what's our goal difference now? That's what I'm saying. I was hoping to get the goals up. We're still 2 ahead of City, is it?
I don't know what the goal difference is.
No, because it could come down to goal difference.
Yeah, they got a game in hand.
And I was hoping we'd score. Yeah, that's what I mean. So
they got a game in hand.
If it's only 2 and they've got a game in hand, they'll probably...
Yeah, it's
Palace.
2 and they've got a game in hand.
That's what I mean. So they score 2 in that minimum. So it could come down to goal difference. Like I said, the last day of the season, they've got Villa. That gives me a bit of hope.
The bottom line is with this North London derby, yeah, we should not need to get you up for this. Albeit you've just drawn with Wolves and you've drawn to Brentford and you've dropped points. Man City are probably going to win against Newcastle. We shouldn't need to get the players up for this game. This is the North London derby. We're going to White Hart Lane, whatever you want to call the toilet bowl. Yeah? We're going over there and we need to get the job done. Nothing other than a win is acceptable against Tottenham.
Right, let's go into the starting lineups, Dan.
Yeah?
We'll do it together, innit? Obviously, so... David Raya, we agree on. I know that he's coming for a lot of criticism, but I think the guy's he's kept the most clean sheets this season and last season. He's done worldy saves, kept us in big games. I reckon he's earned us at least 9 points this season. He might have cost us 2 yesterday. But
David Raya in goal. The back line picks itself.
Does Calafiori or Nkapia you going with? Because Calafiori come on yesterday, he obviously scored the own goal.
I'm going with Nkapia.
You're going with Nkapia for the North London derby,
I'm going with Nkapia because Calafiori came on, but is he coming back from injury? We don't know. I'm going Nkapia. Nkapia had a good game last week.
He's been impressing me lately, Nkapia.
Midfield, I'm dropping Zubimendi for Norgard.
Straight up, yeah?
That's North it. I had a back and forth with Cecil about this, but he went missing again yesterday, Dan. Was he playing yesterday?
No, it was a poor game from Zubimendi for sure.
It's time to give Norgard...
Again, that's where I think Norgard should have played the Wolves game. You keep Zubimendi fresh for this game. That's where he's got that wrong, for sure.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going with Norgard in this game. I think he deserves a start. I think he's a seasoned vet.
Okay, I have to say I'll go with Zubimendi.
Yeah, I'm going Norgard. Obviously, Declan Rice.
Yeah,
questionable performance from him yesterday as well, if we're being honest. But good assist, apart from that. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see Declan Rice in the 6 now. That's where I want to see him. I don't think he's creative enough to be playing in that number 8 role. He lacks in that number 8 role. Yes, he can carry the ball, he can get up and down, but he can do that from a number 6 role, Declan Rice. Exactly what he's doing in that number 8 role, because they play in a pivot. They change like you've alluded to, Dan.
Yeah.
Zubimendi and Rice.
Listen, just go with what you would go with, not what Arteta would go with. If you want to go with Rice there and Eze and Saka, go with what you would go with.
What I would go with, I'll put Declan Rice in the 6.
Declan Rice in the 6.
That's what I'll do.
And then who would you have as the other two? Because did Odegaard? No, Odegaard. When did he? Is Odegaard? Maybe he's going to be on the bench, possibly.
Yeah, injuries is what's killing us right now. Because if it was Odegaard was fit, I'd play Odegaard and I'll play Eze in there. That's what I'll do. But if Odegaard's not fit, then maybe we've got to play Zubimendi. I don't know, man.
So what you're saying? So let's say Odegaard's not fit enough to start the game.
It's a hard one.
Who's your midfield 3B? You're saying Norgard, Zubimendi and Rice
and Eze.
Norgard, Rice and Eze, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Well, I think he has to play the North London derby, so I'll agree with Eze. I'll go Eze, Rice.
Yeah, of course he has to start after he scored the hat-trick. We already said that's our best performance from any player this season, Eze in the North London derby.
I would go Eze, Rice and Zubimendi. And I feel like Eze will score in that game. I don't know why, I just do. And then obviously up top...
The fact that we're even thinking about this is just flat. And it just fails to excite me when I think about the striker right now. Yeah? Who do you want? Gyökeres or do you want Jesus?
I know.
Do you understand?
I know.
It fails to excite me now, Dan. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's got to be.
I'm going Gyökeres.
I'm going Gyökeres too. Jesus is just, we've seen that move. I'm never getting happy about him ever again.
Gyökeres, left
wing. Come on the pitch, missed a fucking chance, and he starts fighting at the end. Where was the fight during the game, Jesus?
It's a mess, man. It's a mess, Dan, if we're being
left Gyökeres.
Left wing, we're going Trossard, obviously, if he's fit, but that's not really exciting me no more. And if he's not fit, what we doing, Martinelli? It's a mess, Dan.
No, Madueke could always go on the left. You could go Madueke on the left, Saka on the right.
Yeah, but even that's a mess. I don't want to see Madueke on the left. I'm going Trossard, Dan.
Trossard, Gyökeres, Saka, yeah?
Saka.
So Trossard, Gyökeres, Saka. In the middle, you've gone for Norgard. I've gone to Zubimendi. That's the only difference. Rice and Eze, and obviously the back four picks itself.
Yeah. What about the manager? Enrique? What are you going for there? I don't know what Mikel's going to do, but unfortunately, I hope that I'm wrong. I don't think this is going to be... I'm 50-50.
We've got to
I'm
finish
not saying that we're going to lose. I'm not saying we're going to draw. I just don't think... I can't say that we're going to win this game, Dan. That's where I'm at.
You have to do a scoreline because we're going to end it with the scoreline, with the prediction. What scoreline are you going with? You're going with 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with 3-1 to the Arsenal. Did you want to do one little bit of trivia just to end the show off? Have you got one? Or are we going to save that for next time?
I'll give you a bit of trivia.
Go on.
Name me the Arsenal manager that has finished the lowest in Premier League history with Arsenal. Who is it?
It's Mikel Arteta. No, it's not.
It is Mikel Arteta, 8th twice is the lowest ever in the Premier League era.
In Premier League, I'm not sure though. Weren't Breach Roots Premier League? We finished 12th.
Premier League era.
That was.
Premier League era.
We finished 12th, mate.
What's the Premier League era, Dan?
No, we finished 12th.
When was that?
In like 95, 96 or something, mate. Yeah.
Premier League era? Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
It is.
I don't know about that. Are you getting your facts right, Dan?
Yeah,
8th.
I'm always right. We finished 12th. We finished 10th.
Wait, in what, 94, 95?
Around that sort of time.
I'll do it now. Just to finish this up, Elmer, we're done now.
I know in 93 we won a cup double and I think we finished 10th that year. And I know we finished 12th under Bruce Rioch and then Wenger come in and finished 3rd. So Wenger was Premier League. So Bruce Rioch definitely finished 12th. That's the lowest we finished. So that ain't Mikel Arteta, mate.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's not. It's Bruce Rioch.
In Premier, not the league.
Yeah, the Premier League.
When it came over to the Premier League.
We finished 12th. That's our lowest finish in the Premier League.
Damn, I thought I had Arteta, man. I thought I had that guy in the headlock.
Come on, man. I told you, I know my stuff,
94, 95.
Bruce Rioch, was it?
It doesn't say it, but I think you may be right, man.
Of course I'm right, Dan. I'm always right.
No, I'm going to stop doing.
I've got one for you.
Let me give you some advice. Stop going on ChatGPT to get football stats from there because you don't know what they're talking about.
It's all up here in my head.
Yeah?
Listen, I'll give you one then. I'll give you three questions.
Go on.
Most goals scored in the Premier League under what manager? Most goals scored.
Mikel Arteta.
Most wins?
Mikel Arteta.
Yep. Is there another one?
There ain't another one. Let's get off of Mikel Arteta anyway, because he's just got to get over the line this year, Dan.
No, I'll do most points.
Most points. I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
That's bad, Dan. You just call yourself an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, go on. You tell me, because I'm not saying no names.
Well, you don't know when we got the most points?
No, I'm not.
What year did we get the most points?
Say again?
Come on, Dan.
No, I'm not going to say it.
You're not going to say it? Why not?
I'm not going to say it. 89 points. Is that what you're talking about?
No, we've got one more point than that.
What? We got one more point than that?
Before you say anything, I know we didn't win anything in that season. We're just having a bit of fun, but go on.
Oh, what, underneath Wenger?
Yeah, Wenger, bro. The Invincibles, man. 90 points, bro.
Well, I've heard you say most points we've ever had, but you got it wrong.
No. I said most goals and most wins. 1 point less to the Invincibles. That is what I say, actually.
Oh, yeah. Senior. Come on, man. Sir Wenger. Sir Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, he needs to be given
our last manager to win us a Premier League title over 20 years ago now.
Is there another one coming? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you're hitting that like button so it goes out in the algorithm. Thank you for watching. Help us get to 2K subs. Let's go and beat Spurs and get this title race right back on.
Let's go.
Big up Gooners Therapy. And we're out.